Remember the laughs, the love, and the legendary bistro? Robin's Nest brought us unforgettable moments and a cast that felt like family. It's been nearly 5 decades, so where are they now? Let's take a nostalgic look back and see where the stars of Robin's Nest are in 2025. Let's get started. Richard O'Sullivan was born on May 7, 1944. In Robin's Nest, he played Robin Tripp, the charming chef who ran a bistro with his girlfriend, bringing humor and heart to the series. At the time of filming in 1977, he was 33 years old. Already known from Man About the House, Richard became a household name in British comedy. After Robin's Nest, he starred in Me and My Girl and continued acting into the early 90s. Sadly, his health declined later in life. He has lived in a care home since the early 2000s. In 2025, Richard O'Sullivan is 81 years old. Tessa Wyatt was born on April 23, 1948. In Robin's Nest, she played Vicky Nichols, Robin's spirited girlfriend and business partner, who brought charm and wit to the bistro and challenged social norms of the time. She was 29 years old when filming began in 1977. Tessa continued acting steadily after the show, appearing in popular British series like EastEnders, Family Affairs, and Doctors. She was also known for her real-life relationship with Richard O'Sullivan during the show's run. In 2025, Tessa Wyatt is still active and is 77 years old. Tony Britton was born on June 9, 1924. In Robin's Nest, he played James Nichols, Vicky's conservative and often disapproving father who reluctantly invested in the young couple's bistro. At the time of filming in 1977, he was 53 years old. A seasoned actor, Britton had a long and respected career in British theatre, film, and television. After Robin's Nest, he appeared in shows like Don't Wait Up and numerous stage productions. Sadly, Tony Britton passed away on December 22, 2019 at the age of 95. His death was due to natural causes. David Kelly was born on July 11, 1929. In Robin's Nest, he portrayed Albert Riddle, the quirky one-armed Irish waiter whose dry humor and oddball charm made him a fan favorite. He was 48 years old when filming began in 1977. Already a well-known character actor, Kelly's career continued to thrive after the show. He appeared in Fawlty Towers, Waking Ned Devine, and played Grandpa Joe in Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 2005. Sadly, David Kelly passed away on February 12, 2012, at the age of 82 due to pneumonia. Barbara Murray was born on September 27, 1929. In Robin's Nest, she played Marian Nichols, Vicky's elegant and refined mother, who often found herself caught between her husband's stern views and her daughter's modern life. She was 48 years old when filming began in 1977. Barbara had already built a strong reputation in British film and television, with roles in The Planemakers, The Power Game, and many stage performances. After Robin's Nest, her appearances became less frequent, and she eventually retired from acting. Barbara Murray passed away on May 20, 2014, at the age of 84, following a long illness. George Layton was born on March 2, 1942. In Robin's Nest, he played Vernon Potter, a friend of Robin's who added energy and humor to the show with his upbeat personality. At the time of filming in 1977, he was 35 years old. Outside of Robin's Nest, George was well known for roles in It Shouldn't Happen to a Vet, Doctor in the House, and Minder. He is also a successful scriptwriter and author, with several children's books and TV writing credits to his name. In 2025, George Layton is 83 years old and enjoying a quieter life, though he remains a beloved figure in British entertainment. Honor Blackman was born on August 22, 1925. In later seasons of Robin's Nest, she took over the role of Marian Nichols, Vicky's stylish and sharp-witted mother. At the time of her appearance on the show, she was around 53 years old. Already an international star, Blackman was famous for her roles as Kathy Gale in The Avengers and as the iconic Pussy Galore in the James Bond film Goldfinger. She continued acting well into her 80s, with appearances in Coronation Street and stage productions. Honor Blackman passed away on April 5, 2020, at the age of 94 from natural causes. Duncan Lamont was born on June 17, 1918. In Robin's Nest, he made guest appearances as Duncan Seymour and later as Mr. McGregor, adding gravitas and authority to the scenes with his seasoned acting style. He was 59 years old when the show began airing in 1977. Lamont had a long and respected career in British film and television, with roles in classics like The Quatermass Experiment, Doctor Who, and Ben-Hur. Sadly, Duncan Lamont passed away on December 19, 1978, at the age of 60, after suffering a heart attack. Dennis Ramsden was born on November 7, 1918. In Robin's Nest, he appeared in guest roles as Mr. Wardale and Sir Robert, portraying dignified and often bureaucratic characters that added a touch of formality and dry humor to the series. He was 59 years old when the show began in 1977. Ramsden was a familiar face on British television, appearing in shows like The Good Life, Are You Being Served? And Yes, Minister. Though not a leading man, he was a dependable character actor throughout the 60s and 70s. Dennis Ramsden passed away on March 31, 2018 at the age of 99. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Robert Gillespie was born on November 9, 1933. In Robin's Nest, he appeared in a guest role as Detective Sergeant Burke, bringing his signature dry wit and subtle comic timing to the part. He was 43 years old at the time of filming in 1977. Gillespie had a prolific career in British television, appearing in classics like Rising Damp, The Good Life, and Keep It in the Family, in which he had a starring role. He also worked extensively in theater and later wrote a memoir about his career. In 2025, Robert Gillespie is 91 years old and is remembered as one of British TV's quietly brilliant character actors. Sidney Arnold was born on February 21, 1900. In Robin's Nest, he appeared in minor but memorable roles such as Sidney Bacharach, often providing comic relief with his elderly charm and impeccable timing. He was 77 years old during the show's early run in 1977. Arnold had a long career in British film and television, typically cast in supporting or character parts in shows like Are You Being Served? And Dad's Army. Sidney Arnold passed away on August 20, 1993 at the age of 93. The cause of death was not publicly reported. Linda Hayden was born on January 19, 1953. In Robin's Nest, she appeared in guest roles as Jan and Millie, also humorously credited as Hartley Carstairs, adding youthful energy and cheeky humor to the episodes she featured in. She was 24 years old at the time of filming in 1977. Known for her roles in British horror films like Taste the Blood of Dracula and Blood on Satan's Claw, Hayden was a familiar face in cult cinema and comedy throughout the 70s. She stepped away from acting in the 1980s. In 2025, Linda Hayden is 72 years old and living a private life out of the spotlight. Patsy Rowlands was born on January 19, 1931. In Robin's Nest, she played Edna, the cleaning lady whose deadpan humor and no-nonsense attitude brought an extra layer of laughs to the bistro. She was 46 years old during filming in 1977. Patsy was best known for her recurring roles in the Carry On film series and appeared in countless British comedies, including Bless This House and The Good Life. A beloved character actress, she had a gift for comic timing. Patsy Rowlands passed away on January 22, 2005, at the age of 74, after battling breast cancer. Ray Barron was born on November 1, 1940. In Robin's Nest, he appeared in guest roles as Fred and the van driver, adding a touch of wit and charm to his supporting characters. He was 37 years old at the time of filming in 1977. Barron was a well-regarded character actor with appearances in several British TV series, including The Sweeney and Z-Cars. His steady work in television and film earned him recognition as a versatile and reliable actor. Ray Barron passed away on February 13, 2016, at the age of 76. The cause of death was not widely reported. Frank Gatliff was born on December 31, 1927. In Robin's Nest, he played Mr. Evans, the somewhat grumpy yet endearing character who added a touch of humor to the series. He was 50 years old at the time of filming in 1977. Frank Gatliff had a long career in British television, appearing in shows like The Avengers and Z-Cars, where his versatile acting talents were always appreciated. He retired from acting in the late 80s and lived a quiet life thereafter. Frank Gatliff passed away on June 23, 1990, at the age of 63. The cause of death was not widely publicized. Derek Seaton was born on October 1, 1943. In Robin's Nest, he appeared in minor roles, including as Constable Brown and Olsen, adding to the show's light-hearted moments with his comedic presence. He was 34 years old during the filming in 1977. Derek Seaton had a long and varied career in British television, appearing in shows such as The Sweeney, Minder, and Dad's Army, where he played supporting characters that audiences loved. After retiring from acting, he stayed out of the spotlight. Derek Seaton passed away on September 2, 1979, at the age of 35. The cause of death was not publicly known. Michael Angelis was born on April 29, 1944. In Robin's Nest, he played Niarchos, a character who added a bit of flair and humor to the series with his distinctive presence. He was 33 years old at the time of filming in 1977. Michael Angelis went on to become a prominent actor in British television, most notably known for narrating Thomas the Tank Engine in Friends and appearing in The Liverbirds, Boys from the Black Stuff, and The Strangers. He continued acting until his later years. Michael Angelis passed away on May 30, 2020, at the age of 76, following heart surgery. Geoffrey Whitehead was born on October 1, 1939. In Robin's Nest, he played Anthony, a character who brought both charm and wit to the show, adding depth to the bistro's colorful array of personalities. He was 36 years old when filming began in 1977. Geoffrey Whitehead has had a long and successful career in British television and theatre, appearing in shows like The Thick of It, The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin, and All Creatures Great and Small. Still active in acting, he continues to appear in both comedic and dramatic roles. In 2025, Geoffrey Whitehead is 85 years old. Judy Loe was born on March 6, 1947. In Robin's Nest, she played Sarah, a character whose charm and presence added another layer of warmth to the bistro's dynamic. She was 30 years old when she appeared on the show in 1977. Known for her roles in The Larkins and The Sweeney, Judy Loe enjoyed a successful career in television and film, becoming a familiar face on British screens. She also worked as a director and producer later in her career. In 2025, Judy Loe is 78 years old and continues to stay active in the industry. Lucy Fleming was born on May 15, 1947. In Robin's Nest, she played Elaine, a character whose warm personality and humor brought additional heart to the show. She was 30 years old at the time of filming in 1977. Lucy had a successful career in television, film, and theater, also known for her roles in The Troubleshooters and The Flame Trees of Thika. After Robin's Nest, she continued acting in TV dramas and on stage. In 2025, Lucy Fleming is 78 years old and remains a respected figure in the acting community. Thanks for watching. See you next time.